Alright, this video is a little bit lame. I was hoping that there was going to be a more fuller post in the forums. There's not. This is all we have. So, I mean, at the end of the day, anybody could see this. But I'm sure a lot of you just disregard these stupid things. Most times I do. The only reason I pay attention to them the only reason I'd pay attention to them more recently is because I have this channel, so it's like, well, there could be potential news I need to know about or whatever, but otherwise, as a casual game player, you don't care about this. You see this and you're like, yeah, F off. But anyways, we have a teaser, I guess you could say, for the new Maul, the Spider Maul. I guess they're calling him hate-fueled. Spider Maul's cooler sounding, but whatever. So anyways, it says, hey, Holo Heroes, we have put together this information in order to properly prepare everyone for the upcoming event to unlock Maul Spider. I'm gonna call him Spider. The event is 4 tiers in length. The first 2 tiers are playable alongside Inquisitor Barris's release. Tier 1, required to unlock Stormtrooper Luke, 4 stars, IG-90 4 stars, Yoda and Chewie 4 stars, and Asajj Ventress, Dark Disciple 4 stars, and Inquisitor Barris 4 stars. So you need 5 of the characters. Which I guess that tells you that Vader will be released last, which almost makes sense, because that's probably the one that people care the most about. Required to play, you will use this unit in the tier Stormtrooper Luke, error level 45. What? That doesn't make sense. So it says you need all those requirements, but then it says required to play. You're going to use this one unit in the tier, I guess? So you need to have all these just to unlock the event, but then you only use one character? That's weird. Anyhow, rewards enough shards to unlock Maul, hate-fueled at 4 stars. Okay. Tier 2, required to unlock Stormtrooper Luke, 5 stars, IG-90 5 stars, blah blah, same ones, but now they're 5 stars. And then this tier, you're going to use Yoda and Chewie at error level 55. It gives you enough to bring him to 5 stars, obviously. The final 2 tiers are playable alongside Darth Vader Duel's End's release, which now requires all those characters at 6 stars, plus the new Vader. And you will need Vader at level 70, and then it gives you, after you complete that tier, it gives you enough shards to get Spider Maul to 6 stars. And then tier 4 is basically everybody at 6 stars and error level 85, which is, I think, the equivalency of real 75. And then obviously you'll get I guess you'll borrow a 7-star error level 75 Maul to play this tier with. Okay, that's kind of goofy. So you don't even really have Maul yet, but they're giving you okay. And then after you complete this, then you'll be able to get him to 7 stars. And this says, note, these requirements are only for the first run of the Journey Guide event, the one that takes place during the era. When Maul Hayfield's event eventually returns, the requirements to play each tier will be significantly higher. Of course they will be, because then it'll be, oh, you need to have these characters at Relic 7 and all this nonsense. But for now, it's like, you just need to have the era, which is way more pussy-ish compared to Relic 7 and all that. Even though this sounds all fine and dandy, I'm like, how far are we really even going to get this character? Maybe just to, like, 4-star unlock? Maybe 5-star? I'm talking, like, free-to-play. I don't think we'll even be able to unlock this guy at 7-star, will we? Probably not. No, you definitely wouldn't. Not probably not. You definitely won't, because they're saying this is for this event. Which means, obviously, you're not going to be able to get him to level 7-star, unless you pay real money. I mean, on one hand, though, it is kind of cool that you have a legendary that's unlocking at 4 stars. We haven't had that in a while. The last ones were like, what, Malik and Gas, and then ever since then, it's just 7-star unlock, which is fine. You know, they're legendaries. They're obviously good characters. They should be unlocked at 7-star, not some wussy little 4-star or whatever. But still, if they're a good character, it's cool to be able to get them sooner. That way, then you could start working on them and playing with them and stuff and getting used to them. So that when they are 7-star and can reach their full power, then you really got something good going for you. But anyways, that's basically it. I just wanted to cover this. I was really hoping there'd be something in the forums, but there's not. Instead, what there is, you know, discussion about all their screw-ups that they've had, such as, if you've noticed, the datacrons that have been eliminated, and there was one other thing too. Oh yeah, that compensation package that they gave us for whatever. Well, since I brought it up, let's just take a look at it. So first one is Datacron issue of 12/17, which is today. Hi, Holo Heroes. With Wednesday's update, we made an attempt to fix the overpowered attacker or fixed Datacrons, but encountered several issues which resulted in not granting players sufficient resources to return to their previous power and invest for Pillars of War. People who are affected will have the state of their entire Pillars of War datacron inventories reverted to the state they were in before the update altered them, excluding focused datacrons in an upcoming hotfix. This will not impact any other parts of your inventory. The attacker affix will be updated to deal less damage per buff in addition to the bug that was causing AoE attacks to deal more than intended damage. We are working on this hotfix and we intend to release it by end of day tomorrow. Honestly, I have no idea what they're even talking about because I didn't get the attacker one. I got a tank one that I was using with my Leia team, and it was working out very well. Leia is a tank. GL Leia, she's a tank, and I had Old Ben and Kanan. They're both Relic 9, so I had 3 tanks on that squad. It was working out very well for me. And then they got rid of that. Got rid of my good datacron I was enjoying. But anyhow, with this hotfix, we will grant players new level 0 Pillars of War datacrons for each attacker datacron you have in your inventory +1. So even if you have no attacker datacrons or even no datacrons, you'll get 1 Pillars of War datacron. These new datacrons are in addition to your attacker datacrons you receive from the rollout, not replacing them. You will also receive all the materials needed to make these new datacrons to level 9. To make sure everyone has enough data cache to level up these datacrons, we will be reducing the data cache cost to improve Pillars of War datacron levels by 90%. For example, to upgrade from level 2 to level 3, it will cost 30,000 data cache instead of 300,000 data cache. All players will also receive 20,000 Alteration MK1, 20,000 Alteration MK2, and 20,000 Alteration MK3 reroll materials. What? Wait, the reroll materials? That's a lot. Hold on, the reroll materials? I'm always strapped for those. Those take me, I gotta save up for those all the time. We're gonna get 20,000 now? Jeez, alright, that's cool. If I'm interpreting this the right way, that's awesome. I'll take that, thank you. Anyhow, and we will be setting the data cache cost of rerolling to 1 data cache. 1? So they're giving us 20,000 and they're gonna make it cost 1? This is to cover reroll costs for all of your datacrons for the Pillars of War set. Because of this amount of reroll material going to all players, the dust value for reroll materials for this set will be set to 0. What does dust value mean? Because we will be rolling back the datacron inventories of impacted players in the near future, those impacted players should not invest in datacrons until the rollback is complete, as any changes made during this period would be lost as a result of the rollback. We will identify any players impacted by this and return their lost items, but we recommend holding off on any new investment in datacrons for now. Well, that kind of sucks because I didn't read this in time, and I already distributed the materials that I had to an existing datacron that I had that was only at level 5, and I brought it to level 8, so oops, maybe I should have held off, I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, because if I get a datacron thing back, maybe I'll be able to re-get my tank one that I had, and now I just wasted all my resources, so I guess I can't. Oh, this stupid survey thing. We deeply apologize for this issue, and blah blah blah. We hope these additional resources help you in your journey. Well, if I'm interpreting this, that's awesome. Anyway, so that was one issue. Then the other issue they had was this, another update, 12.17. Hello Hall Table Heroes. Here are a few updates for today. 5,000 error currency has been granted to all affected accounts as part of the Make Good, which I actually used that to get a very solid Lightspeed token. I used it on Shin Hati. It brought her to Relic 5, and I mean, it brings you up to only 6-star. Mine was already 7-star, so who cares, but it brought her to level 85 in Relic 5, so that was sick, because I had her at level 1, you know, gear 1 and all that, so that was a very awesome boost that I just got for free. Episode Pass description updated to remove mentions of galactic challenges, fixed an issue that caused too much bonus damage to be applied to abilities when using an AoE attack, and the bonus for attackers in Datacron for set 25, Pillars of War, blah blah blah. Yeah, we already read about this Datacron stuff, and then it says, edit. There appears to be an issue with the Datacron materials returned and did not include reroll materials. We are investigating what caused this and working on a solution as soon as possible. You are very right. I did not get reroll materials. I thought they'd be coming out another time. I guess they're supposed to come out with what already came out earlier, and we didn't get it. It says Make Good detailed here, so this is just something else. Oh, this has to do with Coliseum. So, did we get this yet? Let's see. It says all you need to do is log in between tomorrow's update. Yeah, we already got this. Yeah, this was actually very awesome when we got this. this was almost better than what they gave us for the actual 10-year anniversary. It was like 5,000 crystals. That's sick. All legacy tier 5 lightspeed tokens. Sick. Like, so many good things. But yeah, so for some reason the error currency was going to be next week, which is now, this week. But yeah, so that's what that was in regards to. Anyways, and then they keep talking about a datacron, and I think it has to do with maybe this one, Darth Vader datacron. Oh no, this is 6 days ago. This is kind of old now. Yeah, it's short. Let's see what it says. Today's hotfix updates Darth Vader's datacron to address the issue with him and the newer Bad Batch squad. Darth Vader will be able to be defeated if all allies are defeated or captured. Previous description, blah, blah, blah. Updated description. Oh, so this is just an update to his ability. So as previous, it says at the start of battle, if there are no Galactic Legend allies, Darth Vader can't be defeated until all other allies are defeated. The first time each ally is defeated, Darth Vader dispels all debuffs on himself, resets all his cooldowns, and takes a bonus turn. During his turn, Darth Vader has plus 50% health steal for each defeated ally. Now they changed it to be if there are no GL allies, Darth Vader can't be defeated until all other allies are defeated or captured. The first time each ally is defeated, Darth Vader, blah, blah, blah. And then it also says during his turn. Yeah, so that's all it did. It added or captured. That's kind of lame, but alright. Maybe that wasn't the issue, though. It was... Oh, where'd everything go? Why is this weird? There we go. Was it this? The team is aware of the unbeatable state in which the interaction with Omega and Vader, plus Omicron, or Datacron, I guess, is having... and are investigating a fix, and are... Jeez, this is very terribly worded. With Omicron and Vader is having, and are investigating a fix, and are trying to get a hotfix out, and either by the end of today or early tomorrow. This was a week ago, so it can't be that. I don't know what they're talking about then. I guess the datacrons in this update today were just too juicy. But yeah, so anyways, that's all it was. I figured I wasn't going to add this, but the video was only like 4 minutes, so I was like, yeah, we can add this stuff in here and do like a little update for the day as to what's been going on. There's a lot of issues with this game ever since they did this stupid update. Man, this update, not only does this update suck, just in general, like as a game mode and stuff, it's terrible. Update in general, it sucks. But they've had so many bugs and issues and problems, like... The rollout was terrible, the update itself is terrible, just very bad all around. I don't know if CG is trying to kill their game or what, or if they were a little too ambitious and went a little, did a little more than they could actually handle, bite off more than they could chew, but jeez, this has been really crappy. Anyhow, that's all I got. Thanks for checking this out with me, and until next time, I said see ya.